The Wagner Group, Russian, Grupa Wagner, Romanized, Grupa Wagner, also known as PMC Wagner, Russian, CVK, Wagner Romanized, CHVK Wagner Lit. Wagner Private Military Company is a Russian paramilitary organization. It is variously described as a private military company, PMC, a network of mercenaries, or a de facto private army of Russian President Vladimir Putin. The group operates beyond the law in Russia, where private military contractors are officially forbidden. While the Wagner Group itself is not ideologically driven, various elements of Wagner have been linked to neo-Nazis and far-right extremists. Tens of thousands of mercenaries are believed to be fighting for Russia in Ukraine. They belong to an organization called the Wagner Group, which has been used in Russian military operations in many countries. Who are the Wagner Group's mercenaries? Wagner almost certainly now commands 50,000 fighters in Ukraine and has become a key component of the Ukraine campaign, according to the UK Ministry of Defence. It says the organization started recruiting in large numbers last year because Russia had trouble finding people for the regular army. About 80% of its troops in Ukraine have been drawn from prisons, according to the US National Security Council. Before Russia's invasion of Ukraine, it is thought the Wagner Group had only about 5,000 fighters. They were mostly experienced former soldiers, many of them from Russia's elite regiments and special forces. Although mercenary forces are illegal in Russia, the Wagner Group registered as a company in 2022 and opened a new headquarters in St. Petersburg. It is openly recruiting in Russian cities, on billboards, and is being named in Russian media as a patriotic organization, says Dr. Samuel Romani, of the Royal United Services Institute think tank. What is the Wagner Group doing in Ukraine? The Wagner Group has been heavily involved in Russian efforts to capture the city of Bakhmut, in eastern Ukraine. Ukrainian troops say Wagner fighters have been sent into attacks in large numbers over open ground, with many killed as a result. After Russia claimed to have captured the town of Soledar, near Bakhmut, a row broke out between its defense ministry and the Wagner Group over who should get the credit. At first, the defense ministry did not mention that the Wagner Group was involved in the fighting. However, it then conceded that its mercenaries had played a courageous and selfless role. How was the Wagner Group started? A BBC investigation into the Wagner Group highlighted the believed involvement of a former Russian army officer, Dmitry Utkin. A veteran of Russia's wars in Chechnya, he is thought to have been Wagner's first field commander and to have named it after his former radio call sign.